of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I need to adjust that.
Right.
Covert,
Here.
Crowner,
Here.
Johnson, Lees,
Here.
Young.
Here.
Okay, I would entertain a motion to approve our agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Motion and support. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. We have 5 items on our consent agenda. I would
Motion approved is presented.
Thank you. Support.
Support.
Support. Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed. Motion carries. Well, we will start with Greg.
Not too much tonight, Your Honor. Just a reminder that August 12th, 4:30 at the library is the joint meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
August the
Oh,
12th.
that is,
No.
yes, August the 12th, 4:30, the library. As you walk in the front door, it's the large meeting room to your left. That's all.
Okay. We have anything from Public Works? He's not here, so,
Chase is gone this week, so.
okay, so no, all right. Jesse, anything, police and fire?
We did National Night Out last night down at the auditorium, between the auditorium and the port. Had a good turnout by the community. A lot of beautiful night, weather cooperated this year. And then on August 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. out at the Westland Mall, we're going to do Touch the Truck with the Rotary. A bunch of organizations throughout the county come out there and bring their vehicles and have kids show up, and it's pretty good turnout out there also. So it'll be out at the mall on the northwest end by the old Yonkers end. So
What's it called again, Chief?
Touch the Truck. The Rotary Club puts it on. They've done it. I think this is the 3rd or 4th year that they've done it. So every year it's got bigger. They have some food vendors out there and just a lot of different organizations bring out their construction equipment and farming equipment and all that out there.
Okay. Kelly, anything from you?
The Des Moines County Humane Society is doing the Dog Days of Summer event at Pat Klein Park again. That's on Saturday, August 16th. And then they also have a car show at Community, by the ball fields at Community Park, and I believe that's in September. I was trying to find it real quick here. I probably have to send that out. I'm not seeing it right offhand here.
Okay. Same one we've had for a number of years
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and anything from you, Angie?
The auditors finished up their on-site stuff yesterday, so, they're just gonna work from the office and keep me updated on what they need and what's going on. And then a couple weeks ago, I sent an email out to everybody, about the ClearGov, software, and I didn't get any feedback, so if you guys could go back and look at the email, or at least let me know your thoughts on it, I would appreciate it. It's been a couple weeks.
You bet.
Is that a budgeted item? No?
I guess that was my thought when I read it, was discussed during budget time.
Is it something that's recommended?
It's, budgeting software that, we met with them at, league conference. A bunch of us met with them, and in the emails, like a video of what their different stuff, and
All right.
Good information to take a look at in preparation for budget time. And the CIP component, a few other components as well.
So Brad, since you're out here, do you have anything that you want to mention?
Not this week.
Council members?
I just have one thing, Mayor, and I'm going to request to put on the agenda in 2 weeks. I'd like to have a discussion because we do have budget coming up, believe it or not, in a few more months, and we have elections coming up in November. And I would like to have a question put on for when you have the elections, reference to swimming pool, whether you want a yes or no, whether you want a swimming pool, and how much money are you willing to. Basically, we have like a $20,000 or $40,000 or $60,000. I like to get some guidance from our citizens in our community, what they feel about it. That's what I like to do if we can just put it on the agenda for in our next meeting for a discussion. I appreciate it.
Andy?
If you may recall, one of my updates a few weeks ago, Councilman Johnson had some questions on what can actually go on the ballot. We'll put that discussion in addition to the particular item on the agenda as well, because certain things can and can't go on the agenda. Excuse me, on the ballot.
Election ballot.
Things like council resolutions, council action items, budgetary items, array items, or council discussion, but I'll put that back in the packet as well.
Thank you.
Andy?
Two quick things. One, I hope we're going to get a more descriptive agenda for the joint meeting that's coming up. I saw the one that got sent out today and frankly don't know what we're discussing looking at that, so I'm hoping that comes soon.
I have a meeting
We're supposed to,
Thursday, tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow to talk with the mayor and city manager from Burlington, so.
So in good time, we'll have...
try to get something out within the next day or two.
Okay, that would work just fine. And then I wanted to mention on the 28th, starting at noon to 7 p.m., Hy-Vee is having a fundraiser for Burlington Fire Department. And on the 4th of July, I always see a large number of their fire department show up to support ours. So I'd like to invite everybody to go out there. Maybe all go at once with our West Burlington shirts on and show that we're supporting them like they support us. So if we want to talk about that later, that's fine, but 28th at noon to 7.
28th, 7.
I think it's $15 for a steak lunch or dinner.
Yep.
Said 1 to 7?
Noon to 7.
Noon to 7, okay. All right.
That is all, thank you.
Reese?
I don't have anything, thank you.
Melanie?
No, I have nothing tonight.
Okay. I guess I have one item before we get into our community report area. Kelly gave me a copy of a email that had been sent to the city thanking our main clerk, Katie, for her friendliness and helping them out with a kind of a request. The fellow who sent the letter is Pat Handerhan, and his great-grandfather was John Handerhan, who was mayor of West Burlington back in 1903 to 1909, somewhere in there, when the city hall was first constructed and put into use. And there was a plaque that was up, and he always liked looking at it as a young kid. And so he wanted to see if we still had it. He was hoping that we hadn't destroyed it. And Katie was able to find it downstairs. And so he sent a letter saying that as president and CEO of an organization for 35 years, I value employees like Katie. She was friendly and motivated to solve a problem and makes a wonderful ambassador of goodwill for the city of West Burlington. So I thought that was very nice. We'll move on to having our next meeting moved from the 20th to the 27th. Your mayor and mayor pro tem are likely not to be in town.
Well, I'll be in Colorado.
I may be in Arizona, so. Anyway, if there's no objection, that's what we'll do, is we'll set the next meeting for August 27th. Then we also have
That's
a
a great
meeting on
idea.
the 17th where council, mayor at least, and maybe a few others will be at the city conference in Des Moines. And we'd like to move that one, the 17th to the 24th, unless there's an objection.
No,
What day was that?
none.
We'll move the September 17th meeting to the following week on the 24th.
Okay.
Well, see no objections, and we'll move forward with that. No citizen inquiries. Let's go to our first item of new business, and that's consider the first reading of an ordinance regulating noise.
Motion approved.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion on this one? If not, I'll call for a roll call.
I think there's a few items that still need to be just the language massaged a little bit. I think the gist of it is fine. I just think there's a few items that we need to clear up, and I still think that part about the noise calibration timing, I think we need to look at that and make sure that's gonna work for you, Jesse. To me, that doesn't make any sense the way it reads today, that you're gonna calibrate the system at the time of the noise measurement. Like there's, I don't know if, the first of every month, the second Tuesday of every month or something. I can't believe you'd have to calibrate like at the time. I don't know how you'd even do it.
Well, I was looking at different models and different things. I just wanted to make sure we got this portion passed, and then I was gonna dig into there's several different models out there that, sound detection devices that we can look at. So I was just gonna see if this got passed, and we can start looking into that. But yeah, we can do calibrations. We do our preliminary breath test calibrations. We do that once a month. So it's just one of those things that we'll have a log when we calibrate it and go forward. I'll make sure somebody's in charge of calibrating it, or I'll calibrate it, or whatever we need to do, just to make sure it's good.
So Andy, could we reword that to, the calibration must be within the specifications of the instrument being used?
Manufacturing.
So in other words, the manufacturer says it needs to be recalibrated every 30 days, we just do it
Yep.
every 30 days?
Yep.
I mean, to me, I think Greg or the city attorney would need to weigh in on, when you go to court and have to prove this thing, what
Right.
should this read?
It's just like our radar detectors, we get them calibrated once a year by the manufacturer, comes in and calibrates them, but then officers calibrate them at the beginning of their every shift for those. So, I mean, there are manufactured recommendations of when it should be done. So once we find the appropriate piece of equipment, we'll just see what the manufacturer requires, and we can do the calibrations then.
Are you saying pass the ordinance as it is here, or should we change that?
Which section are you in?
It's section 5, it's highlighted in yellow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean there. I mean, yeah, we can, you guys make the motion, but yeah, we can change that per manufacturer recommendations or whatever.
And we could change that for the next reading too.
Yes, we could.
I assume there'd be no way to physically, I'm gonna calibrate it at the time I'm doing the exact measurement.
Well, we'd calibrate it at the, back here at the police department, or wherever it's quiet, or whatever the manufacturer recommendations are. So yeah, we can change that sentence. I know Kelly asked me about it, and I didn't know at the time how to word it or whatever, so.
So long as the machine is within the specifications that it needs to be.
Yep.
We'll bring back a recommendation for next week, or next meeting, whether it's manufacturer's recommendation, or if there's some other standard that we need to follow per our code, but I'm not aware of any other standard.
I think
That's probably the good one.
two other just little things to mention. If we're doing this, I want to do it right. That alarm testing one is odd to me, that you can only test an alarm from, basically business hours, so I can never test any other time an alarm.
I saw that one.
Well, if they're gonna be testing, they're gonna be most likely doing it with, either Jesse or one of the battalion chiefs or, Mark. They're gonna be typically doing it during working hours.
Well, I would
And they're gonna have to
agree
call
with
into
you if
the
they do like a commercial
dispatch and let them know.
structure or something, but this is anything. Any privately owned fire alarm, I can only test during those times. So you can bring that one back too, but that's one that I saw that didn't make any sense to me. So if I get home from work and want to test my fire alarm, I can't. It seems kind of odd. So I don't know if you change that to the same hours as everything else and go 10 to 7.
10 p.m. to 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
That's a possibility. certainly.
Andy, you're talking about in paragraph 4, item A.
Correct.
I can just change that to the same, be the hours of 10 PM and 7 AM.
Or specify that that's for commercial properties.
I think it just, overall, you think? I mean, I don't want to have to explain.
Individual ones aren't gonna be a big deal. I don't have a problem limiting it to commercial properties.
I don't care either way. I'm not sure what the intent was.
Well, that's what I
But
say,
just
I don't
because-
want to start saying, well, that's for business, that's for commercial.
Just go with the 10 PM and 7 AM.
That would be the simplest, I think.
I think so too.
And then my last comment is on the powered model vehicles or modal vehicles, however this is supposed to be. Should we include in the definition drones? I think it may be somewhat implied, but it's not mentioned.
I don't think a drone's a vehicle, so you have a good point.
Are they loud? Are they loud?
Put sound systems on them.
Self-propelled airborne. Maintenance of even. We
Interesting.
could include it as one of your examples at the end. In the definition.
Why don't you bring it back that way?
Well, does it go under G? Injuries or disturbing sounds generally? Injurious or
Or just do it in
disturbing?
the definition of powered model vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah.
It lists several examples there and just include drones at the end of it.
That was my thought.
That works.
With that, is there any other discussion on this? Yeah, if not, I'll call for a roll call.
Crowner,
Aye.
Lees,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
Covert.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you.
Ron, I'm not sure if this is the right time to bring it up, but is it possible that when we do the noise ordinance again at the August 24th meeting, that we do both the second and third reading at the same time?
It's 27.
27th meeting, August 27th.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
yes.
I don't see no reason we couldn't do that. Council in favor of it, let's just put it on the,
You can always vote no then if we don't want
vote no
to.
then if you want to, sir. So we'll just do that, Melanie, thank you.
Okay.
Go to item number 2, consider change order number 5 and pay request number 16 from Jones Contracting for Phase 2 of Gear Avenue Trail Extension Project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion?
This is a no-cost item. This is the last step before the final pay-up and the project acceptance, which DOT contractor and our engineer are trying to gather up all final paperwork that's either missing or needed for the project. So we met last week and continue to encourage them to get it done as soon as possible. I'd like to get it wrapped up.
Okay. Seeing no further discussion, I'll call for a roll call on this.
We don't need a roll call.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed, motion carries. Number 3, consider entering into a license agreement with Drop It for the purpose of placing a can and bottle redemption structure in West Burlington. I'll have to say
Motion to
that.
approve.
What's that?
Motion to,
Motion to approve.
Well, thank you.
Support.
Motion and support. Discussion?
I don't think I've actually seen the license agreement, so I have an issue voting yes on this when I don't have it.
it's not,
Not in the packet.
In that case,
It goes from 2 to 4.
yeah. I thought I saw it when I was looking
Yeah.
through earlier in the week.
I think it was in his memo, Greg's memo.
Oh, maybe that
look,
was it.
is it behind his memo?
Not here, but
There's
maybe
nothing
on
in
Greg's
here.
memo.
I read
Was it on
stuff
his
in the
weekly update?
email and had discussions about it, but I don't have what I'm actually voting on.
Okay.
There's a memo with the license attached to it.
It's not showing up.
Not showing up here.
Look, just open up his memo.
Where's his memo?
It didn't
See, it's
come
not
through.
there.
It's on his separate,
The link isn't showing up on,
No, it's
No, there's
not.
no link.
his weekly thing, I think.
The link is not there.
Done.
I could go try to upload it. I'll have to go back to my computer. Go to-
I'll call a recess.
we were hoping to get this started the first week in September. Could we
Recess, right?
table this and bring it back at the end of the meeting and get a copy out to council of the memo and the agreement? It's pretty short.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I'll just run over there while you guys are watching this video.
Okay. We can watch the video from,
Could you print it, Kelly?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
yeah. We can, let's see, I would entertain a motion to table this while we watch the video through, for number 6, which is.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 This is temporarily tabled, and we move on to number 6, which is the frontage road and the repairs that are part of that. So we'll go ahead and observe that for a bit. Greg, do you want to talk about where we're starting on this?
Did you take action on 4 and 5?
I simply went to tabling number 3 and moving the video from number 6 up.
Okay. Okay, Brad, you want to start the video? So there's 3 sections, as you can see, or 3 quotes, as you can see in the packet. Brad's going to run the video and show you the white line that defines the first section, which starts right there where the concrete meets the asphalt. And then the second section, which is basically, well, I'll just let Brad go ahead. So this is the first section.
Yeah.
Do you know where this section stops?
Yeah, there's a white line on the right
Okay.
here that,
There.
no, that wasn't the white line.
That's that gravel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's way down there. It's like right at the end of American. So it's coming up right.
There.
Oh, One more.
One more.
Right there.
Right there. There's the white line off to the right there. You see it
Okay.
on the curb?
Yeah.
So that's section 1. Section 2
Turn the lights down.
stops right before the crosswalk as you're coming around the corner here.
Yep. You want me to play again, Greg?
Okay.
Wait, hold on just a second. So that section would correspond to which bid?
So the first section is bid number 1, or quote number 1, the 44,000.
Okay.
Stops at the white lines. The second bid, the 61,000, stops at, in front of the crosswalk.
So
And the third bid stops at the entrance to, or just on the north end of the parcel that we own.
You ready for me to start again, Greg?
Sure.
Okay. And you want me to stop at the crosswalk, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. There's the crosswalk.
That's 66,000?
61,771. Right there, that is the 61,771.50. If we go just shy of the crosswalk, those are the two worst sections. And then as you go past the sidewalk, you'll notice 3 cracks is not the best term, but 3 large cracks that go across the entire street. And those are the 3 most, I guess, critical bumps as you go past there. But there's another issue I'll mention once we go to the next phase.
You ready for me to start again?
Sure.
Okay. There's one there, red lines. There's the finish, where to stop. And that finished right in the middle of that intersection. There.
Right about there, yeah. So we have 3 quotes from for asphalt. It's a 2-inch overlay on the entire section, or one of the 3 sections. We council decides to move forward. There is one, I guess, clarification and qualification. If we were to do the entire piece, the $89,000, which is the quote, we'll have to have engineering specs put together and bid that out. $62,000 is the maximum for quotes, and not have engineered drawings for horizontal infrastructure in the state of Iowa. So at present, my recommendation is to proceed to the crosswalk, working with Bates Sanitation Asphalt based on the recommendations that Public Works and Chase has received to date, and simply trying to get a 2-inch asphalt overlay down on those that worst section as we try to budget for and fund a larger project that will everything a road. But a full depth patch and 3-inch asphalt overlay is, closer to $700,000 for a project. So we budgeted $100,000 for this project. So we would either proceed with the estimate of $89,000, but we would have to hire an engineer to put plans and specs together, or so that we could bid that out. I'm thinking right now that for those 3 large cracks or bumps that we would try to do something internally and not just a patch, but I'm thinking a concrete patch where we would cut that out and be able to pour that back. The guys can do, we're going to be working over there doing the sidewalk here, I believe next week. It's something that we could look at doing in the short term unless council is able to proceed with the larger project.
Greg, what do you think it would cost to have that engineering work done if we had to put a bid packet together?
8 to 12% of the project cost is typical.
So just $9,000 on top of the 89, if they were the.
10%.
Okay.
10% would be 9,000. Yep.
Okay, all right, thanks.
So we'd be right at our $100,000. So we could do either one. But we would have to take formal bids at that rate.
And another question, this approach to improving the surface, how long do you think it'll last? What's life expectancy?
For 2-inch overlay, yeah, I would expect the cracks to show through, but I would hope to get at least 10 years out of it, but I would hope that we would be planning to get that work done on the ring road before that, or before that.
Thanks.
This is the worst section of the portion that we took over.
So really, we could do it in 2 sections and save $9,000. Okay, if you think of it a little bit that way.
Well, we couldn't split it up on purpose into 2 separate contracts.
And I'm not saying that.
We could do it next year.
If that's how it works out.
To do that stretch, but it's cheaper to do all at once too while they have their equipment out there. So it would be actually more to have them coming back. And that third section, those 3 larger cracks, for lack of a better word, are the worst pieces in there. So I was going to recommend that Chase and I try to come up with a solution. Now that said, there's a new product that I was actually reading up for the short while I wasn't driving today. But unless I can find something more on it in the short term, I'm not going to be able to recommend anything on that. But could be an option for other streets too.
I think I'm leaning towards, we budgeted to do the whole thing, let's just get it done. That road's been a problem a long time.
Yep.
I could go.
That's the most traveled section as well, and it will be with the new housing development. It'll just be further. There'll be more traffic.
Greg, what about the time constraint? Is there something to do with any importance of the time? Meaning like with the bids going out?
No, I mean, obviously typically we like to get bids done in like February is ideal, March is ideal. But I'd like to try to get this done sooner rather than later. But I'll talk, if the council wishes to do the entire project, I'll probably talk to Boltman Inc. and or Snyder here to see if they can, how much and how quickly they could get us specs to do that work, or perhaps from Trinity as well.
If we voted on and approved the 61,000, what would be the soonest, like the construction would begin and end? Can you give us that?
I don't, if excuse me, yeah. Oh, if we went forward today with just the $61,000, we would, you'd be able to get it done here in the next next month or two. That's my understanding.
But then would we not pay a mobilization fee for them to come back and finish it?
There's only two options really. If you rather do the whole thing and we put out plans and specs with an engineer and put it out for bid, or we proceed with the 60 or the first two phases and do something else with that third phase.
Are you considering doing it?
You don't have to do formal bids with those first two sections only.
I know, but wouldn't you get charged mobilization fee for them to come back a second time?
We wouldn't have them come back a second time.
If we did the 61,000 and then we decided, we should have done it all. And then they come back.
Oh, yes.
Then they're gonna charge.
The cost would be higher.
mobilization fee.
Yes.
I would rather get it done all at once. That road's just been nothing. I've gotten to be good at Mario Kart driving that.
Work needs done. It's mainly those three that go all the way across the entire section of road, which is I wanted to confirm with council before we went forward with the engineer.
Okay,
I don't have a problem with do the whole thing.
Get
I
it
understand
done.
he's probably, but I don't have a problem with that either.
okay. In that case, Greg, did I actually allow this to be a vote at this point, or just to let you know what we want to do?
If we're going to move forward with bid, then I don't need anything else from council at this point.
Okay. Sounds like council here wants to go with the whole thing, so.
Sounds good.
I didn't hear what Melanie.
Yeah, maybe I didn't hear Melanie.
Oh, I've changed my mind 3, 4, 5 times since I considered this, but it is the entry to our city. It's the first impression. If we don't do the whole thing as good as the rest, then we'll be saying, when are we going to go back and get the rest done? And to many of our points, what's the one thing people have complained about? It's that road. Now that it's ours, we budget $100,000 to take care of it. Let's take care of it. Maybe the competitive bid process will work in our favor this time. I can be optimistic, and that might get us a better quote anyway. That's how it's supposed to work, right? So I'm going to say go forward with the $89,000, do the whole thing. And get the bid pack and get it done that way.
That sounds like that's the consensus of the council, so Greg, I guess go ahead with getting bids.
Thank you much.
All right. We'll return to item number 3. We now have information that's on the website at the same time as having our paper copy of the agreement. I let the council have a minute or so to look this over.
It's a pretty basic agreement. In fact, it's the exact same agreement, other than obviously the name changes that Billington adopted. There's a monthly electrical fee that averages out to be $25 to $35. I don't have it in front of me. Per month. We receive for the contract $1 per month in rent for the parcel. They prefer to do it on public property. We have electric right there that we would hook up directly to the unit. We're allowed to put the city's logo on there as well, with some branding if we choose to do so. I asked about some artwork if that was possible, and that would certainly something they're willing to discuss if we want to do that as well. Their plan would be to take the one that is downtown and locate it at our site and put a new larger one at the site downtown. I like this location. I think it, with the flow of traffic, it's kind of out of the way, but it's also a relatively visual, busy area. But we're back there anyways. And on top of it, as my memo noted, there are a number of ways that local organizations can can fundraise with Drop It, to do can drives. They can do it simply by getting having you place their sticker on your bag of cans and bottles, or if they want to do a can drive, they'll bring a truck down here somewhere, and or a truck down, and just a day where everybody loads up their cans, and the organization gets credit for it. And of course, you can also donate directly on the app, or you can have it connected to your bank account. I've used it. I think it works pretty slick. There have been complaints that it fills up relatively quickly. They would like to have a second location, and this one I think works very well. And it's been, I also talked with City of Burlington just to see if they've had any issues, and they have not. There's cameras inside of the unit, on the outside, but they haven't had any issues or with the site. It's clean, and it's worked out well for them.
So
Well, I for one would like to get one in our community. I use the one in Burlington because it's where I can take my cans, and it's easy, 24/7, and the money goes in my account, and I do what I want with it.
do they provide the stickers, or do you go online to get the stickers? Like if you want to support PAWS or the Little League? How is that differentiated out?
Right, so you just go online, sign into your account, and you can order up to 100 stickers at a time. If you're an organization, each organization, or however the school likes to do it, they have a number of schools that have each and every team or organization in their high school, for example, has their own account, or a school can have its own account, or the boosters can have their own account. They would receive their own stickers and be able to hand those stickers out to folks if they do a fan drive, or you place their sticker on the bag, place it in the box, or provide it to the nonprofit, and they can do it for you. It's pretty simple. Place the sticker on the bag and
So I
throw it in the
can
box.
for Lisa's retirement fund?
If you're not for profit.
That requires you to put the sticker on yourself and drop it off.
We can put one on for the municipal pool, too.
Yes.
Any further discussion or questions, Andy?
I don't think so. I like that it's basically month to month, so if it doesn't work out in 30 days, we can have them remove it. We're not tied in for 10 years or something.
No.
Yeah.
We do prefer public property. There's a couple other locations, but we prefer the site. I actually really think this one worked well with the profits, plus the additional parking.
Motion to approve.
I think we have a motion and
Oh.
a second already on, so since this is just an agreement, I can call for a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries, thank you.
Clarification, did you vote on one of these quotes for the ring road?
No, we've given Greg the indication what we want to have him do, which is
The whole road.
the whole road, and so he's going to have to go with an engineer and then get quotes after that, so it's just a kind of a direction for him to go.
Over $62,000 requires a formal bid process.
Number 4, consider resolution waiving the preliminary plat and approving the final plat for the first addition to the Schrock subdivision.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion and support. Any discussion? Seeing none, call for a voice vote. No, I'm sorry, a roll call vote.
Lees,
Aye.
Young,
Aye.
Silbert,
Aye.
Crowner.
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll go to number 5, consider resolution approving the preliminary plat and preliminary construction plans for the Autumn Hills subdivision.
Motion to approve.
Second? Melanie made the motion, so.
So did I. I'll second. Go ahead.
Discussion of any kind?
This is for the 6 lots there on the strip of the, on Autumn Lane. Greg, you want to mention anything about working with them to develop a tip rebate?
Can you say that again, Kelly?
Do you want to, any questions, or do you have any comments on the Autumn Hills subdivision, the preliminary?
Oh, the preliminary?
Yeah.
No, I've notified the developer I think I've included this in my updates before, and, we've been working with their engineer on locations for water, sewer, stormwater, et cetera. And they have a desire to express an interest in the past for tax increment financing. The process would be for the developer to bring that basic request to council for tax increment financing, typically maybe a sample of the home, and I would put together a spreadsheet that would indicate what the potential TIF rebate would be for the program, just to get council's concurrence on moving forward with TIF, because as you know, TIF is a longer process. We would have to include it in the urban renewal plan, and then council would adopt the urban renewal plan and a TIF agreement as well, TIF rebate agreement. So, but I do not have a date on that, but they would need to come forward with that. And mentioned it again to the engineer the other day, and last 2 emails to the developer.
Okay.
I guess just to mention, I mean, this is one of our number one goals, to get housing. The developer is not a client of mine, but obviously I had that lot listed before this developer purchased it, and I couldn't be happier to see single-family homes going on those lots. And I think the more we put around that area, the better the mall will do, and that whole side of West Burlington will grow. So I think this is a great thing.
Okay, I'll have a roll call, please.
Young? Young?
Aye.
Covert?
Aye.
Crowner?
Aye.
Lees?
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on to item number 7. Consider accepting the Board of Adjustments' decision to grant a special use permit to allow the development of 9 self-storage units within the existing buildings at 309 East Agency Road.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second. All right, any discussion on this?
I'm for this because all of the other ones that sit, I don't know, 30, 40 feet south of there, I also think this will get brought back up in the future of, we've approved this one and now I want to do it to my building, and why won't you approve me? So I think this makes sense where it sits, but I bet there's another one that comes after this.
Menards is another one we've done. That's all self-storage in a B2.
You'd think we'd be self-stored out by now.
People just collecting. I'll call for a voice vote on this one. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Number 8, consider accepting the Board of Adjustments' decision to grant a variance to allow the construction of an accessory building within the front yard at 422 Washington Road.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second. Discussion?
Kind of the same comment. Greg, am I right that we just did not approve a house to the south of this one that wanted to do this same thing?
What's to the south?
One of the stipulations on the board is that if there wasn't something already non-conforming there, and this is going to replace two non-conforming structures with one structure, so they weren't creating a non-conforming structure where one didn't already exist. And so that's one of the reasons.
I like to make sure everybody's getting treated equal here, and we've got 5 or 6 homes all in that same stretch right there south of what is that, Emerald, right there, that all have these. Each one of them has these sitting on the side. And then we've told the neighbor to the south that they can't do it. And that,
They did come up with a site, ultimately, it's my recollection, that they did come up with a site that they were going to be able to do it. This house sits at an angle with the backyard, basically a hill, going downhill. Why they chose to do it at that angle, I can't tell you, but there's really no other place to put it. The house across the way, the original location they chose didn't meet the requirements, but I believe they came up with a location, agreed upon location after that original discussion.
well, I have no issue doing this. I think with the terrain there, this makes sense. My issue was doing it for one person and not the other, basically next door neighbors.
They don't have to. They don't have to do it for one if they do it for another. This one, they have to prove a hardship in order to get one, so.
Yeah. I would completely agree if it was the one. It was all of those in that string have that. All that sit right there south of Emerald. If you look at them, they all have them sitting to the front side. All of them have a garage or a shed or something sitting up there that goes against code. And then we told the guy to the south he can't. That's where I have a problem with it. I just want to make sure we're treating everybody fairly evenly. And if we need to look at code of that where, you know, hey, if it's outside of the urban district here and it's out there and maybe this gets adjusted a little bit, then I think we need to look at that code. But I have no problem approving this. I just want to make sure that we're treating everybody out there the same.
Good point.
With that in mind, I'll call for a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Seeing no citizen inquiries, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Support.
Support.
Support.